The big breaking story that you first saw and heard here on NDTV 24/7, of course, is DG Vanzara's letter bomb, a letter from one of Gujarat's senior-most policemen, a 10-page letter written by him while he is actually in jail in Sabarmati prison, in which he has made a series of allegations against Gujarat Home Minister Amit Shah for what he says is completely dividing the police force and ignoring those police officers that served him loyally, and he has not spared Narendra Modi either in this scathing letter. Somebody who no one expected would turn, given his proximity to both these leaders. Let's quickly now run you through some of the main points, the damning statements that DG Vanzara, who himself is charged for murder in a number of fake encounter cases, has made against Amit Shah. And here are the main points we're putting up on the screen for you. Number one, he says that since 2002, Amit Shah, who became Minister of State for Home after the December elections, has been completely mismanaging a sensitive department like the police. He says he's been following a policy of divide and rule like the British. He says Amit Shah followed the dirty police habit of using officers and throwing them, which has led to the destruction of the heart and soul of the Gujarat police. And here the allegations get even more damning. He says that but for the legal and political intrigue, machinations and maneuverings of Amit Shah, the Sohrabuddin case would not have gone out of the state of Gujarat. He also alleges that Amit Shah, through a Supreme Court order, got the Prajapati case, this is the Tulsi Ram Prajapati case, merged with the Sohrabuddin case only for the narrow self-interest of fighting the 2002 elections. Now, before we come to the part where he talks about Narendra Modi, just to give you a context, Vanzara, along with a number of other Gujarat police officials, was, along with Amit Shah, accused in the Sohrabuddin encounter case. But while Amit Shah got bail, all these officials continue to languish in jail. In fact, they were transferred from Sabarmati jail in Ahmedabad to a jail in Maharashtra, which is where they are currently and from where this letter has been written. And that, Vanzara says, is the source of his heartburn, that while they continue to rot in jail, the political masters whose instructions they were following continue to fly high. He continues his diatribe, this time taking a reference to the Gujarat government itself, saying that this government, through the dirty tactics of Amit Shah, only managed for itself as to swim and prosper in all directions while allowing police officers to sink and die a natural death. He says the government is facilitating and hastening its own death. He also says it's not out of context to remind the Gujarat Chief Minister in his hurry that towards marching Delhi, while he's marching towards Delhi, this is now a reference to Narendra Modi, may kindly not forget to repay the debt which he owes to a jailed police officers which endowed him with the halo of the brave Chief Minister, something which distinguished him from other Chief Ministers. And he also said that he adored Modi like a god, but he believes that Amit Shah has taken over Modi and Modi is come under the evil influence of Amit Shah. These are words of none other than DG Vanzara. Let's now start getting you reactions from the BJP, senior BJP leader from Gujarat, Jai Narayan Vyas joins me. Mr. Vyas, what are your first reactions to this very, very damning letter written by DG Vanzara?
See, basically you should understand, Vasu, that this is a letter written by an officer who is an All India Service officer under suspension and under trial. So this letter, as far as its value as a resignation is concerned, is absolutely nil. Now, regarding what he has written in the letter, I think for a person who has stayed for such a long time in the jail and isolation, I can read his frustration and anger combined in the language in which he has written this letter. I think this is an administrative process, and whatever is the truth in whatever observations he has made, I think could be assessed through an administrative process and further action could be taken accordingly.
No, but Mr. Vyas, you're saying that this has no legal standing, and it may well be true that at the moment it doesn't have any legal standing, even though he's made some allegations which hint that there might have been more than improprieties. But look at the language he's used against Amit Shah, that he's used the policy of divide and rule. He's used the dirty policy of using officers and throwing them. He's got the Supreme Court order to get the Prajapati case merged with the Sohrabuddin case to allow him to get out while these officials languish in jail. Now, these are very, very serious allegations, especially at a time when already there are allegations
Vasu,
that the BJP may have been using extra legal methods to try and get Mr. Amit Shah off the hook in the Prajapati and Sohrabuddin case.
Vasu, I use the word frustration, and you will agree with me that nobody in the right sense of mind would believe that Amit Shah is so powerful that he could manage the Supreme Court to get these two cases merged. You know, that is what I am saying, that this letter itself is having many internal contradictions. And I think, therefore, to jump to any conclusion, reading it in isolation, any particular paragraph or any particular line will be always misleading. So I think it
No, but Mr.
definitely
Vyas-
vents his frustration and anger. There is no doubt about it.
But Mr. Vyas, I mean, you are here now discrediting
Yes,
DG
Vasu.
Vanzara. For you, DG Vanzara and all these other officers, until just a short time ago, they were heroes.
I am nobody to discredit anybody. I should not be misinterpreted or misunderstood for discrediting him. I am simply commenting as an independent observer that, you know, nobody would believe
Yes.
a sentence that somebody could manage the Supreme Court for getting two cases merged. That's what is my observation analyzing this letter.
All right.
This is
Okay.
not an adverse commentary on Mr. Vanzara's personality or conduct in any manner.